hope you enjoy it. All right, we're just gonna start off with some high knees here. And again, okay, I'm gonna do this out for you. Again, if this is too much, or you're having some incontinence issues, really tighten that pelvic floor, or engage all the muscles of the pelvic floor. That's gonna stop that. Or just switch to kind of high knee leg raises. There's nothing wrong with that with all the different levels here. You should be proud of yourself for doing something called pregnant at all. But if you can, I do encourage you to do the high knees, or just do half and half. That's what this is all about. Okay, this is a move I got from Insanity Max 30. It's called a scissor chest opener. And you're just gonna step back and modify it for pregnancy, because this is it. And if you can do it, that's great. But since we did a high knee jog earlier, I just want to step. I want to circulate the blood. I want you to open up that chest, and I want it to be more moderate or low intensity for pregnancy. So you can concentrate on that pelvic floor and concentrate on muscles. All right, now we're just going to do 30 seconds of a simple squat. Again, go as low as you're able. Come up, pop your hips. Again, squats are going to be tougher because you've got the added balance challenge here, and you've got a lot of extra weight here. So it's like you're doing an extra, you're doing a weighted squat if you're in the bottom. Squat, and come up, keep hip width apart, go as low as you're able, come up. Put your hands where you need to for balance. All right, this next move is called a windmill, and again, it's another chest opener. And it kind of warms up the arms. So we're going to windmill the arms here. We're going to do 15 seconds one way, and we're going to do 15 seconds the other way. All right. Oh man, looks like numbers 2 is working up. I might have to stop and start this again. All right. We're done. We're going to do that warm up one more time. And no rest, since this is just a warm up. So just go into that high knee jog. Do the jog if you're able. You do the sound of you. And again, try and contract all those muscles down there and really as high as they can go. Okay? Again, if you need to do a little combination of both, nothing wrong with that. Make sure you're engaging all those muscles in your pelvic floor and really doing your best to bring your knees up as high as you can. Alright, we're going to go to the scissor chest opener. And again, you don't even need shoes really for this workout. I'm not wearing them because, again, this is a moderate intensity workout. And I'm going to go right into yoga at the end, and I like to do yoga barefoot. So, I didn't even bother with shoes. But you could use a barefoot shoe, and then you could switch to barefoot when you do yoga. Alright? We're going to go to the squats. Taking the squat. Come up, pop that hip, tighten the glutes. Go as low as you're able. Come up, pop the hip, tighten the glutes. Alright? We're going to do the side view. Go as low as you're able. Come up, pop your hips, and tighten the glute. Alright? This is great exercise for pregnancy. And again, put your arms where you need to hey, what are you doing? Okay. Give you a better squat. Alright, we're at the windmill. Okay. If you go on the side, that's amazing. Alright. And reverse windmill your knees. Did you break? Okay. Do the reverse windmill. Try to keep your core as stable as you can. When you're doing the windmill, this is just, you want to roll up the shoulders and then open up the chest some more. Alright, we're just going to step tap. I want to give you about 30-45 seconds before the workout starts. And so the circuit we're going to do, it's going to be four exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And once you do that complete that one round, we're going to the next round. We're going to do that 3 times. And it's the same exercises, so you won't be confused. And really, if you need it. Alright, so that's been 30 seconds. So our first exercise, I wanted to show it to you first. It's one I made up. It's a squat running man. I did it in place of a squat jump, and it's more high intensity than, so this is a squat jump. Not all of us are ready for that. And then this is a squat, and where you come up on your toes and tighten your calves. I wanted to make it a little more high impact than the second one, but less than the first one. So this is my answer to that. So this is a squat. and then you're going to do 4 running mans, okay? Squat as low as you're able, 4 running mans. And we're here for 45 seconds. Squat, running man, 2, 3, 4. Squat, come back to the squat, running man, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you don't want to forget your good fundamentals. Weight in the heel, your knees don't go over the toes. When you go down into the squat, and the running man is just kind of meant to get your heart rate up there, right? I'm just going to keep switching views for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to, you can do any of those other modifications I showed you in the beginning. If this is too much, just do a squat and then come up onto your calves. Squat, come up onto your calves. All right? 15-second break. And our next exercise is the burpee kick. And during this, I'm going to show you a few modifications for your burpee too. All right, so the burpee is just down, back, up. And you want to come up and kick and kick. And again, go as fast as you're able. I want you to be able to carry on a conversation. I don't want to get your heart rate too high there. But this is a great exercise for strengthening that core and those lower legs and for getting the heart rate up. And the kick is going to give you a little bit of a break. And again, if you feel uncomfortable doing these, don't go all the way down in the burpee. Come down, do a diagonal, reach back, come back up, and do some kicks. And then go back on the other side. Come up, do some kicks. If you want to, you can even just lower slowly, come back up, and kick it out. This is if you don't feel comfortable with burpee. All right, you've got 15 seconds rest. Take 3 deep breaths. Swing your arms. Our next exercise is called a crisscross hop. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross your legs. You're going to hop a small hop and tap your knees. Cross your legs the other way. Hop and touch your knees. Crisscross hop. Crisscross hop. So here my right foot's going to go in front of my left. Hop. My left is in front of my right. And I hop. They're very small movements. And what this is going to do is going to allow you to get the heart rate up, work the legs, and puts a lot of focus on your pelvic floor. Because we do not want to, we don't want to experience any incontinence here. So just make sure you're contracting all those muscles in your pelvic floor. You're doing a great job. All right, there's 45 seconds. You can keep doing it. One more exercise, and we're done with that whole first part. Then you sit up 2 more times, 2 more abs, and yoga is your nice little reward. All right. So this next exercise is a combined exercise. I'm going to have you come down with your hands, lean a little far forward, and you're going to do 4 mountain climbers. You're going to come to your knees, the tops of your knees, and you're going to do 2 tricep push-ups. 1, 2. Come back up on your feet, 4 mountain climbers. Come back down on the tops of your knees and do 2 tricep push-ups. Come back up here. 1, 2. And again, you do not have to do fast mountain climbers. Just go as fast as you're able. And if you want to, you can do more. If the push-ups are going to be a bit much, do an 8-count mountain climber. I just want you down here. I want you working that core. I want you working those arms. See, I've switched to 8. And then do 2 tricep push-ups. All right, I'm going to turn and face now. All right, that was 45 seconds. I'm sorry. So you're done with the first circuit. Now we're going to take a minute break here. So just rest, get some water. Maybe you're thinking in your head, do I want to do the burpee? Do I want to modify? What modifications do you want to do? I'm going to grab a drink of water. Which I don't have with me, because I'm just going to ramble. I do apologize for that. But make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're moving. You're still circulating that oxygen in your blood. I'm just going to kind of step tap it out here. Talk to you. You're doing a great job. We're doing that 2 more times. So if you made it through the first time, just keep up that energy, keep up the intensity, and really focus on your form. I don't want you to do this as fast as you possibly can, because our goal here is to get the heart racing. That's not great for us during pregnancy, but I do want to focus on sculpting and strengthening the lower body, strengthening the pelvic floor, all those things that are good for mom and baby. All right, you've got 10 more seconds. I know, it goes fast, even for me, and I'm talking. And remember, we're going to start with the squat running now. Ready? Go. So it's a squat, and it's 4 running again. And then it's a squat. It's 4 running now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat. Running now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat. Running now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squat. Running now. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys are doing a great job. And if you need to take a break, that's fine. If you need to squat and you need to just kind of step it out, that's great too. Again, we're focusing on fundamentals here. You pride yourself for doing something. You're strengthening that lower body. Everything you do is good for baby. It's good for you. Squat, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. We have 15 seconds. Step tap it out. Take some deep breaths. Make sure you can still carry on the conversation. Grab a sip of water if you need to. We're going on to the burpee kicks. And I'm going to show you the modifications again because I think it'll be helpful. Burpee. Kick up. Kick up. Another important thing when you do burpee, you want to put your hands flat on your mat. I used to cheat when I did burpees. And I would kind of make a tent with my hands. Because in my head it was just, it was easier. But you really want to make sure you practice good form and you give yourself a good, firm base of support. That's what you double out here. Oh, for modifications, so you can go back, leg come up, kick, and kick. Then take that other leg back, do a lunge, come up, and kick. Or you can come all the way down, come all the way up, and kick, and kick. Next time, you've got 15 seconds. The next one is the crisscross hop. I didn't show you modification the first round, so I'm going to come back and show you again. 5 more seconds to break. Deep breath. Again, small movements. Crisscross hop. Crisscross hop. And I really want you to focus on switching which foot goes in front, because A, gives you more to think about, and B, you're crossing the midline of your body, which is really good for you, especially for men, in 2 different ways. Again, if this is too high impact, do crisscross, raise that leg. Crisscross, raise that leg. Everyone's got enough balance to do that. So crisscross, raise that leg. Crisscross, raise that leg. Or just do, like I said, it's small movements. You should be able to do it the whole time. Hop, crisscross, hop, crisscross, hop. And again, we're not trying to do this really fast. We're just trying to do small movements. We're trying to strengthen that lower body. Take a break. Engage that pelvic floor. All my muscles, I'm hoping to subconsciously and consciously help you engage that pelvic floor to strengthen your body for baby. So good for you. All right, our last exercise are those mountain climbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up onto the tops of your knees so you almost point your toes. And I'm going to do 2 tricep push-ups. And go as low as you're able on those tricep push-ups. And if you're not ready for tricep, widen those arms and do 2 regular push-ups. All right, come forward. Give you a front view. Again, it's really helpful. Oh, I wasn't sure what push-up I'm going to do there. It's helpful to have a mat, especially when you come up onto the tops of your knees, because you don't want to bruise, you don't want to cause unnecessary pain. All right, 1 more. All right, come back up. That was the end of round 2. Step tap it out. You're doing a great job. Just step tap. Step tap. Okay, deep breath. Now you've got a minute rest. You're 2/3 the way done. That was 2. You've got 1 more. And don't peter out on that last one. You want your last one to be your best one. So just keep the intensity there, keep the focus there. This is low impact. Go grab the water so you're prepared for this next circuit if you need to be. But just step tap it out. Alright. Release on your step tap it out. Just kind of stretch what you need to stretch out. Stretch your arms. Stretch your quads if you're feeling a bit of a burn. Do it quickly. Stretch out that calf by raising the toe and kind of leaning forward. So you're putting your weight into that booty. I want to stretch out. Oh, I'm going to check your hip flexors a little bit. Because there is one head. Oh gosh, it's the package truck, as my son said. My son calls it the UPS truck. Alright, so you've got 5 more seconds before we begin our last round of the circuit, and you're going to do a squat reverse, squat running man. So squat, and I'm going to try to do this whole circuit for you without any modifications, so that A, you can see that it can be done, and you kind of know what it looks like. So I'm still going to switch positions for you, so you can have an idea. You don't need to do this. I'm just trying to do this for your benefit here. So squat, so you can just be reminded of what your form looks like. As long as you're able. Again, good fundamentals. For a squat, your weight is in the heels. You drop your knee back, as well as you're able. Pop the hips to the front and contract the glute. One more here. Then you do 15 seconds. Alright, so tap it out, 15 seconds away. Deep breath. Don't forget to breathe. I'm talking, so I'm not forgetting to breathe, but don't hold your breath during exercises. You want to keep oxygen in your blood circulating and flowing. So just tap it out. Now we're going into the burpee kicks. Down, back, up, and a slow and controlled kick. You're not swinging those legs. I really want you to engage, and it's a controlled leg raise. And do not, when you do the burpee, don't let your back bow or your stomach sag. You really want to contract the full core and keep it up there. You're not down there for very long. Might feel a little weird, might feel a little uncomfortable. And again, if it's too uncomfortable, go to any one of those modifications I said earlier. Ooh. And now set you up for success. I gotta get my daughter after this. Ooh. Hopefully, and that was your last one. So tap it out. I feel like the hardest part's over. You've got the next two are the two easiest exercises of the circuit. So step tap it out. Step tap it out. You've got 3 seconds, 2, 1. Then I want you to do crisscross, hop, crisscross, hop, crisscross, hop. And I want you to stay as low as you're able the whole time. So when you're doing the hop, you're not coming all the way up to a straight leg stance. You're staying low. So you're contracting those quadriceps the whole time. And you're staying, again, you're not going as low as you are in a squat, but you're staying low. You're almost staying like a shuffle stance. So those quads they should be on fire, but you should be feeling them. They should be burning. And it's good to do a little pause, all right? Helps you catch your breath. Oh, I'm moving my mat. Step tap, last exercise of the last round. You did a great job. You should be really proud of yourself. Then we've got abs and a nice reward of stretching, strengthening, and lengthening yoga. So come down for those mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up onto those knees. Try some push-ups. 1, 2. Come up onto the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try some push-ups. 1, 2. Come up on your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. On your knees. Try some push-ups. All right, I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna scoot a little forward so my knees are on the mat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully the background isn't too distracting for y'all. 2. Come right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and that's it. Probably should have finished that one. All right, you're done. You've done 3 rounds of the moderate intensity interval training circuit. We're on to get a minute break. Then we're on to abs, and then we get to do a little yoga. Step, tap it out. Take some deep breaths. Be really proud of yourself. The worst is over. Or the best. I mean, depending on what you look at it. I don't know about you. I'm sweating. My heart rate is elevated. I feel pretty good. I'm nice and warm. I'm definitely ready to concentrate on those obliques. Work the abs a little bit, and I'm definitely ready for a good stretch. All right, so for our first ab exercises, it's a standing knee to elbow. You may need a chair, but I really encourage you to just try. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna lift your right knee to your right elbow. Ooh, see? So, or if you need to grab a wall, grab a wall. But if you can, if your balance is there, this really works the right oblique And it works the core on the left side as well. And it's going to work your hip flexor a little bit. And those hip abductor muscles, okay? Switch sides. I'm going to do this again. Y'all did a great job. Your heart rate should slowly be coming down, and I really want you to focus on engaging those obliques. Again, this is going to subconsciously help you engage the muscles in your pelvic floor to strengthen it and get that body ready for baby. I'm sorry if I overused that statement, but it's clearly on my mind, all right? I want you to come down on your mat, and I want you to elevate yourself to the point where you're comfortable. If you can do your knees, or if you need to come up here, make sure your back is supported, your hands are on your booty, and we're just going to do a heel drop. Drop these heels. Drop the heels. Drop the heels. Drop the heel. Drop the heel. Okay? Drop the heel. The heel. It's harder than it looks. Alright? Especially your legs should also be on fire. Alright, come up, take a breather. I want you to take a couple deep breaths. Alright. I want you to come back into that position, and I want you to keep one heel firmly planted, and I want you to bring, so my right heel is firmly planted, I'm just going to bring my left leg out and then in. Out and then in to meet the heel, to meet my right heel. Alright? Focus on engaging that pelvic floor, engaging as much of the obliques and the abs as you can, and just step tapping. Alright, now without a pause, I want you to switch over to that right foot. Step tapping. Well, not step tapping, heel tapping. This is a heel tap, heel tap, heel tap. We're not going to focus too much on abs here, because that workout consciously and subconsciously work a lot of your core. So you don't need to spend a lot of time doing core focused activities when you do a workout like that, because you're working it the entire time. So we don't need to sit here and do 8-minute abs, 10-minute abs, 12-minute abs. Plus for us, really, is it worth it right now? It's not strengthening. You ain't going for that squat stump now. And if you are, well, you kind of have to rethink what's going on down there, all right? So now it's the yoga portion. So I want you to grab a drink of water. I want you to get ready. I kind of want you to find your happy place, your zen place. Man, I almost lifted up my shirt and just wiped my face there. I'm definitely known for doing that. I want you to, okay, so hopefully you grab a drink, you feel good, your heart rate has come down a little bit, you're still feeling nice and warm, but the heart rate isn't racing. And I just want you to breathe in through your nose, and out through your mouth. It's raining outside, so hello again. Mackenzie household is kind of degenerated in all kinds of chaos over here, but I really wanted to finish the yoga portion of this workout. While I was still warm, my blood was still flowing, and before I took my shower, because then I would take a shower, come back. I just wasted a shower. Y'all know how that goes. I've got 2 kids. Ain't nobody got time for 2 showers. Okay, so the yoga portion, I just want you to bring your heart rate down slowly. I want it to be kind of an active cool down. So I want you to come to the front of your mat in mountain pose with your feet and knees together. I just want you to take a few deep breaths. Raise your arms. Exhale. I'll show you here. Inhale. Exhale. As you can see, she's a fan of yoga too. Inhale. Exhale. All right, come to the front of your mat. So I want to start the yoga portion. Start inhale. Bend your knees. Exhale. Bring your hands to your feet, or as close as your feet as they're able. Take your knees up to your thighs and press into a flat back. Hold that stretch. Really feel it in the back of your hamstring. Now I want you to sink back into your heels. Put the weight in your booty and have your hands come up. This is called a chair. Your ankles are together right now. We're going to hold this for a couple seconds before we inhale. Reverse swan dive, come up. Exhale, come down. Bring your hands to your feet, or as close as your feet to your feet as they'll come. Put your hands under your thighs and come into a flat back. Again, so and drop your booty and bring your hands up. Think of a lever. As the booty comes down, the hands come up. Stay there and chair for a few seconds. Inhale, come up and come up into mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your feet. Inhale, bring your hands to your thighs. Really press into that flat back. This is going to feel really good on your lower back and on your hamstrings. Again, think of the lever, drop your weight down, bring the hands up, hold chair for a few seconds here. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, this time we're going all the way down to the mat. So I want you to bring your hands, I want you to bring your palms to your mat, in between your legs so you're kind of sitting like a frog. And I want you to bring both feet back while simultaneously going into downward dog. And we're going to sit here for a little while because there are so many great stretches you can explore in this pose. So I want us to pedal the feet here a little bit. Pedal the feet. Really feel the stretch in the calves here. So then I want you to sink. I want you to put your weight all the way back into your heels and draw your butt up, booty up, kind of like there's a string from the sky, pulling that up. Pedal the feet here. Come up onto your toes. Sink your weight back into your heels. And if you can, see if you can press your head in between your shoulders, even farther back in between your shoulders. Really stretch out those shoulders. And from here, drop your weight and find a comfortable position. And if you're able, raise that right leg. I want you to rotate the foot clockwise and counterclockwise. I know, I'm not sure it's dropped. I'm sorry. You're getting a good look in my belly. I want you to bend at the knee and really stretch out that quadricep. We're not going for a lot of torsion here. Remember, we got to protect baby. We want to feel good, but we got to protect baby. It's precious cargo in there. Straighten out that leg. Rotate the foot a couple more times. Bring it down. Raise the left leg. Rotate your foot clockwise 5 times. And counterclockwise. Ooh, I think I messed up my clockwise and counter 5 times. Bend at the knee and really stretch out that quad. Hey, baby. Hey, darling. Really stretch out the quad there. Not going for a lot of torsion, just a good stretch. Point your toe, bring it down. Press back into down dog. Walk the feet into the hands. We're going to inhale. We're going to come up in the mountain. We're going to exhale. We're going to touch our toes. You see how much close? I can actually touch my toes now, whereas I couldn't before, just because of the stretch I explored while in that down dog. Come up. Press into flat back. Think of that lever. Your booty comes down. Your hands, your arms come up. Reverse swan dive while inhaling. Exhaling, bring your hands to your feet. Come up to flat back. I'm getting a little quicker here because you should be sink back, raise those hands. Reverse swan dive, come up. This time when we come down, we're doing into our lunge sequence. So again, like come into frog. Place your palms on the mat. And I want you to reach back with that left leg and come into a good runner's leg. If you need to adjust your right foot, you need to scoot it in, out, whatever you need to do. But make sure that foot is on the outside of your hand. And you're going to come onto that, you're going to raise that right arm up onto your knee for support if you need to. Open up as much as you're comfortable to the right hand side. Maybe put that arm behind you. If you're able, but just stay here for support if you need to. And you're going to feel heat and building in both of your quadriceps. But not too much. Just stay here, get a good stretch. Bring that right hand back down. Open up as much as you're able to the left. Maybe bring that other hand at your back if you can. But we're not opening too much. Because again, we don't want a lot of torsion in the torso. Just feel that stretching while feeling your hand. You'll feel the stretch everywhere. This is a great position to explore. Bring both hands down to the mat. And just kind of play around here too. Come forward, come back. You don't want to bounce. It's a very controlled movement. But just kind of find your happy place here. Feel different muscles you want to stretch. All right, bring that right foot back and the left foot forward to the outside of that left palm. And I want you to come on your right hand now. I'm going to turn away from you. I'm sorry. Open up to the right side. Bring that hand behind you. If you're able, not too much torsion. Kind of play around here for a little while. Find what's comfortable for you. Sink down a little bit. Come up. Maybe do little rotations. Bring that left hand back down and bring the right hand up. Maybe it comes around the back, maybe it comes this way. Maybe you need to keep it there, that's totally fine. Try and maybe touch the thigh with that right hand. Take some deep breaths. Bring that right hand down to your mat, and I want you to bring that left foot back while simultaneously coming into down dog. Stay here for a breath or two, pedal the feet. You should be feeling a lot more limber in those legs. As you can see, my heels are a lot closer to touching the floor when I pedaled in the order before. Press back, stretch out those shoulders, stretch out the backs of the legs. Slowly walk those feet into those hands, come up. I want you to go get those again. Inhale, exhale. Hands under the feet. See, now I'm completely touching my toes. I could actually put my fingers on the floor if I wanted to. Come up and flat back. Think of the lever, the booty comes down, the hands come up. Inhale, arms come up. Now I want you to turn out to the side. So you're parallel with the length of your mat. Okay, and I want you to stick your hip out to your right. Take a few deep breaths. Stick your hip out to the left. I want you to do that again. We're warming up because we're gonna turn towards. I just want to make sure your hips and the pelvic area is nice and warm. So now we're going to turn to the left, so that both of your feet are pointing forward, but your left leg is leading. I want you to take your arms out to either side of you. Stick the weight back in your booty. So you're really going to feel it on your gluteus medius, and you're going to feel a little bit on the hamstrings of both legs. And so now what I want you to do, I want you to drop this arm. I want you to take your right hand and reach for that left side, that left knee. I don't want you to go too, if you can go lower, that's great. If you can use a block, that's great. But again, I don't want to, we're not trying to rotate all the way around here. We're just going for a good stretch. Hey, wee boy. Okay, I'm almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done. You can stay, you can stay. All right, you're really going to feel it now in the hamstring of that left leg. So here for a couple of breaths. I want you to come up, keep the booty back, keep your arms out, slowly come back to center. You want to bring your booty in. And I want you to now turn towards your right side. And you're just, up here, you're just going to sort of rotate your shoulders so that your arms are in front and back of you. Stick your left leg, the left glute back as far as you're able. Take that hand, drop it to your thigh. I don't want you to totally rotate with your arms, because I don't want you to rotate too much. So bring the hand to the thigh and come with your left hand and put it on the outside of your right leg. I want you to be able to breathe comfortably. That's the key. If you can only come here, that's great. If you can reach a little farther and breathe comfortably, that is the key. That's great too. So stay here for a few breaths. This is kind of a modified triangle variation head pose. I want you to come up. Again, into that child pose, keep your booty back and slowly shift your hips forward, bring your weight back to center. Turn your feet towards the side of your mat, so again, you're parallel with the length of it, and I just want you to take a few deep breaths. I want you to turn your toes out, take some deep breaths. Exaggerate the movement. It helps you take a deeper breath, circulate more oxygen in that blood. Exaggerate the movement in your shoulders. Engage the muscles in that pelvic floor. Roll those shoulders. Last one. Walk your feet in a little bit so they're hip width apart. And I just sort of want you to rotate the neck clockwise, counterclockwise. Do a few shoulder rolls. And you can stay here as long as you need to. You could do more stretches. But the workout is done. You should feel proud of yourself. That was a great workout. Hopefully you feel nice and limber, strengthened, lengthened. You got that heart rate up. And you're feeling good, ready to tackle the day. Thank you so much for working out with me, and I look forward to seeing you again. And again, in the comments, if there's anything more you'd like to see, more HIIT, more yoga, more this, more that, just let me know, and I'll try to modify future workouts to accommodate. So, while keeping it safe, fit,